All right, hopefully y'all can get on here because I've had nothing but issues with YouTube who are constantly changing their algorithm and everything they do. So the original video that I posted, they will not let me get on and click on the actual event to go live, which makes no sense because the event's been there for 2 weeks. It's only allowing me to get on through my phone, and I can't go through the phone because then we can't talk because I can't read any of the chats. But at least a couple of you are finding on, getting on. I appreciate that, and I apologize. I've been sitting here for the past hour trying to figure it out, and yeah, so I don't know what the deal is. So I even tried on my other computer, and it still didn't work. So the whole point of this is let's we're coming into the summertime. It's warming up. Everybody's going to be getting outside. There's going to be a lot of places to travel to, a lot of places that we have not been to as a group in whole. So um, we're going to discuss a little bit, and everybody who's on, I'm going to give away 2 free nights to any city you want. Um, and it's going to go by your screen name that's on there because, I mean, for the most part, y'all, I can guess who you are. Um, but other than that, I'll pick from the screen names. We'll do the wheel of names thing last, but we're going to do it backwards. The last one left is the winner. So the first one pick is not the winner. Like we've been doing the Gatlinburg getaway, which we're down to 5 if you guys have been watching. And just get a few more people on here. Give it a few minutes. Sorry again, it's YouTube always changing their stuff. Not letting me actually get in. So I don't know if you can see that real well. I see my fan light. I'm going to kick it off with, we're going to talk about Florida. I'm from Florida, born and raised. Moved to Georgia in 2017. And, you know, everybody thinks of Florida, they think of the beach, they think of the coastline, and they don't realize that 95% of Florida is national forest and farmland. And then we have over 760 springs in the state of Florida, and the state's slowly been buying them up. So the point of all that is, you know, most of us are here in the southeast. That's a part of the group, and Florida's an easy drive. I know a lot of you probably already go to the Panhandle, but if you just venture a little bit further south, a little bit further east, you'll hit a big cluster of natural springs. Like I said, Florida's got the most springs compared to anywhere in the world. We have the largest underwater cave system there, and a lot of them are state parks. We buy the annual pass still, even though we don't live down there anymore, and it's $6 a carload to get in. And some of these springs are just massive, and you get in the rivers, and they rent the kayaks, pontoon boats, canoes, everything but the snorkel. And I don't know if y'all ever been to a spring before, but it's amazing. I mean, you get there, you'd never even know that you're still in Florida. I mean, you'd think you were somewhere tropical like Bora Bora or something like that. But it's cheap. It's a lot of campsites. You can go camping for a long weekend, that kind of stuff. Um, so yeah. So I mean, uh, talking about the springs, anything specific, or if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, and I can guide you in the right direction on that. I'm going to take a second, and I'm going to go through these names and add them on the wheel before it gets too crazy. Y'all start chatting away, start chatting about different places to visit and things to do now that the weather's warming up, and we'll go back and we'll follow up on some of those and pull it up on the screen there. I'm not going to spell them all out here. So let me ask you this. Whoever wins this, where are you going to pick for your long weekend, your 2 free nights? Make sure I don't have that on there twice. No, the hair girl's already on there, which I can guess who you are. Kent Ridgway. Let me know if you don't see your name on there once I get through it. Or Nita, I'm putting you down as EVM. I just lost it there. Where am I at? So the other thing too I wanted to talk about is the Clearwater trip. It doesn't seem like anybody's having real success getting people invited over and subscribed and into the group. So I guess it's a little bit difficult to do that. So the people who did do it, we're going to do 3 drawings in March, starting not this upcoming weekend, the following weekend. And for 3 weekends in March, I'm going to do something similar to this, but it'll just be whoever puts their name in the hat. We're going to do 2-night giveaways for 3 weekends in March, or do 4, but I'm going to be in Gatlinburg the second week of March, and I'm going to do a giveaway on the streets in Gatlinburg. So that's going to take up the second weekend of March. But the first weekend, third weekend, and fourth weekend of March, I'm going to do 3 2-night giveaways anywhere you guys want, any city. It can be Gatlinburg. Y'all just let me know. But the ones who did get the 10, which is maybe 5, I'm going to give you a lot of extra entries for that, for the efforts, which I appreciate. Let me keep going here. Let's see. Who do I not have on screen? Well, Ashley, your chances will be in March. So make sure you guys keep an eye out on that. So when I send it out. And remember, anytime you hear your name called on any of these drawings, be sure to let me know, because I'm not going to chase you down. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing someone here. There's 18 of you on. I'm missing 2. Beth Ann, I don't think I have you. Who's the 18th? Sam. Gotcha, Sam. Got Richard, got everybody. Yep. All right, you guys are on. So, we'll slowly eliminate the people on here. We'll give a few more minutes, see if anybody gets on. Maybe about 8:20, I'll cut it off. And then we'll just roll with the people that's on the list. And like I said, the last one left on the wheel will be the one that wins the 2 nights. as soon as we're done here, reach out to me on Facebook, and we'll, you know, think of where you want to go and when you want to do it, and we'll book it. Get your information and put it in. Yeah, Steven, on the YouTube, if you just ask your friends and family, what their username is, I can go and actually look it up. Or if they, a lot of the ones that did get it done, their friends and family shot them screenshots of them being subscribed, which then they private messaged me and got everybody on there. Kelly's asking for some good day hike ideas in Asheville, North Carolina. Who's near North Carolina or lives in North Carolina that could give her that? There's a lot to do in Asheville. I wish YouTube had a way for us to be able to have everybody log in and have their own screen where I can actually see you guys. Not sure about a casino in Asheville, but there's one in Cherokee. I know that for sure. All right. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to start from the top, and when you hear your screen name picked, um, let me know in the chat your number one destination and what you like to do there. And that way you put it in the group. I'm gonna write each and every one of yours ideas down, because I'd like to start venturing out to other areas that I may not have been to yet. And we're always trying to find something new. And I like the more smaller stuff. You got the national parks, you go out west and um, do all the big stuff, but there's a lot of little stuff. Like for me in Florida with the springs, a lot of people don't realize the springs exist. But being from there, I can tell you it's one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see in your life, especially if you get in. You either know how to snorkel, you have a mask and snorkel, or if you scuba dive. That's definitely, if you scuba dive, you probably have already been, because that's where most of them do their lessons at. So Branson, Missouri. All right. Here's the thing on Branson. We just did that trip this past June. Branson, Missouri itself, I was always told is very similar to Gatlinburg. I'm going to tell you right now, it is nothing similar to Gatlinburg. There's nothing anywhere near Gatlinburg. They do have amusement parks, Silver Dollar City, that kind of stuff. What we did do was we went up to Springfield. We did the Bass Pro Shops there, and we did the Wonders of Wildlife Museum. His museum is amazing. It was nothing that you would ever think. And the size of it, put it up against any of the big aquariums or anything like that. If you're going to go, though, and you do want to spend a little time in Branson, I would recommend doing the Big Cedar Lodge, which is also owned by Johnny Morris Bass Pro Shops. And you don't have to stay at the lodge in order to do all the different things that they have on his property. But if you're going to do that, that's what you do. And then you obviously got Table Rock Lake and that kind of stuff out there. It's absolutely beautiful, that part of Missouri. But as far as Branson, it's not anything near what Gatlinburg is. There's no big small town or anything like that where you can just park your car and walk 10 miles and hit 1,000 different shops, which we were hoping for. So yeah, so Ernitza's in California. So somebody's mentioned something about the redwoods on here. Um, I don't know, Ernitza, if you've been to the redwoods or any of the national parks yet, being out there. But your input would be greatly appreciated. Where is Superstition Mountains? Sorry, I'm gonna go look up Superstition Mountains. Arizona. You know what? Maybe I have heard about these in movies. I don't know if you guys can see that. Arizona is definitely on the bucket list. In June for us, our vacation was going to be Jackson Hole, Wyoming, but that didn't work out because of flights due to COVID. But it was a toss up between Jackson Hole, going to Arizona and Utah and doing Zion and Grand Canyons and all that fun stuff. But again, COVID and all the flight mix ups didn't help. So we ended up driving to Branson, which wasn't bad. Outer Banks is a good one. Close, cheap, and pretty. Never been to the West Coast. Well, there's a lot to do, Amanda, on the West Coast. Lake Tahoe. Was supposed to be in Lake Tahoe this past September. Didn't work out again because of COVID. Still on the list. Glacier National Park for sure. That was actually my dream job. Wanted to be a wildlife biologist in Glacier National Park. That's do you go to New York at all? Hmm. I would say New York City is one of those places you go at least once in your life, but you go a couple times, you probably won't want to go back after that, unless you absolutely love the city, crowded streets, and tall buildings. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee. It's almost my bedtime. Sam, that's great. If you get a job with the federal government, wildlife biologists make a ton of money, and you get a pension. But I went to school too to be a biologist and totally took a different turn in life and do nothing related to biology. So that's all the side stuff for fun. I see Fontana Lake. Are we talking about Tennessee? I know recently we had a couple people on here go up to the Blue Ridge and they posted some pictures on Facebook. That's another one that's not so much as big as Gatlinburg, but it's getting there. It's growing. It's very pretty. It's in the mountains. You got Blue Ridge Lake, and it's smack dab in the middle of North Georgia. So for a lot of us, it's easy to travel to, whether you're Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana. So it's recommended to go check that out as well. Fontana Lakes in North Carolina. I'm thinking, well, Fontana Dam, does that fall on the Carolina border of Tennessee? Yes, enjoyed the videos of your trip to Gatlinburg. We got 5 left for the first ever giveaway, which is 3 nights in Gatlinburg. So that lucky winner is gonna enjoy it. Let's see. Wow, so the outdoor classic was on Lake Tahoe. Hmm. I didn't even know it was on last night. So I'm just taking a look at the chats here. Everybody kind of blew up all at the same time. Real quick, I got 19 names here. There's 20 of you guys on. Who am I missing on the wheel before we start spinning? Justin. All right, if you're still on, I'm going to start from the top. Just give me your number one destination. I'm going to write it down. Aubrey Ayers, if you could just do a quick post of your number one recommended spot, whatever you like to go to, whatever's near you. Hello, Vanessa. Jekyll Island. That is a good one. Richard Rapazzo. It doesn't have to be near you, Justin. Just whatever you really enjoy. Your number one spot you've been to that you really appreciate. I'm just trying to get a list together of different ideas for travel. Start planning a bucket list. Richard, are you still on? There you go. Hilton Head. The Hair Girl. Where do you like to travel to? Who's the Hair Girl? She's still on? What about Tiffany Preston? There you go, Orlando, super close. But Key West. I'm waiting for somebody to say Key West. Melanie, I don't think your name is on the wheel. But you are now. Tiffany, are you still on? Panama City. Seems to be everybody in Northwest Georgia goes to Panama. Let's see. What do we got here? Moave. You're gonna have to explain what that means. I'm guessing something Hawaiian. During all this, I really wish I could like play some music in the background, but YouTube really forbids music that you don't get approval to use. What's your number one destination spot? Disney. I'm putting it down. Everybody loves Disney. It's hard not to. Charlie, what's your number one destination spot? Two nights in Gatlinburg? Yeah, 2 nights anywhere you want. It doesn't have to be Gatlinburg. Charlie, I got you for Gatlinburg. But Sam, any city that's you like to go to that's near you or within driving distance, because I'm just covering the hotel, not covering your travel. But it is 2 nights. Let's see. I only wrote part of your name down. Let me get back to the top here. Screen name Kent Ridgeway. Number one destination spot. Miss Ridgeway, are you on? All right, Kelly, it's your turn. What is your number one? Helen, Georgia. All right. Kelly, you only get one. I know you posted a lot of different spots, and Alaska's my dream vacation too. Memphis. I like Memphis. On our way to Missouri in June, we stopped at Memphis, did the Bass Pro Pyramid, and got some barbecue. So it's nice there. I want to go back and want to do Graceland. I'd like to take my dad to that. Haley, your name is not on it. Kelly, Justin, Wagner. Which one was? I think you might have already posted one, but if you're still on, what's your number one? What I like is out of the first 3, 6, 7, 8, we haven't had duplicates. Justin, that's your number one destination. And Stephen McKay, you're up next. Ashley Skiles. That is a nice one down there. Jessica Preston. Nah, a yurt in the mountains sounds nice. We're almost done and we'll start spinning this wheel. Ernitza, if you're still on. I know it's still early in California. So it's Ernitza and then Dawn Grubbs. Dawn, if you're on, you're up next. Dawn, got you twice. Dawn and Drake. Got another one, Gatlinburg. Florida, I guess. Yeah, anywhere in Florida is great. Beth Ann, are you on? So Jessica, Tiffany, and Vanessa, I'm gonna try Wednesday afternoon to do a scavenger hunt somewhere. The weather's been crazy. The weekend was actually nice, so didn't really get to do anything. Had to work outside and get some stuff done around the house. So I'm gonna try to do a local scavenger hunt Wednesday afternoon. Disneyland in California or Disney World in Florida or Japan. I don't know if y'all are into video games or anything, but about a month ago they just opened Nintendo World in Japan. They're building one right next to Universal in Orlando. Sheila, I'm sorry. I'm telling you, YouTube, they got this thing with their algorithm and they're always changing something and it screws everything up. All right, who's the last one? Ernita ever get on? Yeah, Nintendo World would be something else. I'm waiting to take my kids once it opens. If COVID wasn't happening, I would have to think about going to Japan just to do it. I've seen some YouTube videos of a lot of people from here in America going over there, and I guess it's real user friendly with the English. All right, who else we got? Don Dale Adams, did you go? Nassau, Bahamas. 2 years ago, we stayed at the Atlantis for a week. It was nice. And coming from Florida, born and raised, growing up on the water, I don't really like the beach, but I'll deal with the Bahamas. Sam Stewart, did you go? I know you threw a bunch of stuff out there in the beginning. I know, Vanessa. I see all your little faces and your comments. So does everybody else. Sam, what's your favorite number one destination? You never know. By the end of the night, you might be spending 2 nights there. Fall Creek Falls. Amanda Young. We're almost done. Amanda Young, what is your number one? Got another Disney. Starting October 1st, Amanda, I don't know if you or anybody else has seen, they're celebrating their 50th anniversary. So they're going to be 18 months starting October 1st of, who knows what they're going to do, but hopefully it's great. I thought we were suggesting places to go, not pick if we win the 2 night stay. We are. I mean, that's what we're talking about here, places to go. But if you win the 2 night stay, you get to pick anywhere you want. These are more. This is a personal list of different places I'm going to check out. Obviously, some of them I've already been to, but I'm going to call them out and just give suggestions for anybody else who wants to research them. But as far as whoever wins tonight and whoever's name is the last one left, you get to go wherever you want for 2 nights. So even if it's just 20 minutes away, leave the kids with your parents and go. All right, Amanda, you want Vanessa? What's your number one place to visit? It's okay, Stephen, just roll with it. If you win, I mean, we'll chat about it and I'll let you know, hey, where do you want to go? And now you guys are confusing me on the Fall Creek Falls. Vanessa, I'm putting you down for Tampa, Florida, anywhere in Florida. Melanie, if you're still on, what's your number one? I'd love to travel to England. I had a couple different opportunities in high school and should have just taken them. Melanie, are you still on? Haley, you're up next. And then Sheila, if you want to put England down as your number one. Vanessa, I'm not gonna laugh. Yeah, we'll add Moab in there. Melanie, what's your number one destination? I'd probably do Michigan again. Okay, so the UP. UP is very nice. Haley, you still on? It's last call. All right. Haley jumps on and gives me her pick. I'll write it down. We're gonna get started on the wheel spin. So real quick, reiterate, we're gonna do something different for the Clearwater trip. We're gonna cancel that. Um, we're not getting the traction that I anticipated. So what we're gonna do instead is in March, I'm gonna separate 3 weekends. It's gonna be the first weekend, so a week from this weekend, the third weekend and the fourth weekend, and we're gonna do 2 night stays, kind of like we're doing tonight. And I'll post something on Facebook for everybody to enter in, and make sure you get your name in, and make sure you follow this, because again, the first time around for the Gatlinburg one, we had 200 and something people. That 40 of you said, hey, my name was called, and I had to go back and replace the other 40 when we cut it down to 80. So, left out 100 people, 130, 140 people, however many it was. So those people could have been the ones that made it to the top 5 who were going to get picked this weekend. So the first one that is picked does not win. The first one that is picked is the first loser. So don't get excited. I don't want to break your heart. So I'll do it ahead of time. Last one standing wins 2 nights, any city, anywhere you want, at a Hilton brand hotel. Right now, you're hoping your name does not get called. Jessica, it's a good thing there's 2 of you on here. Now, there's no trophies. You were the first one to lose. Charlie, you didn't make this one. Ernitza, you're out. Oh, Jessica. Y'all stay and enjoy it. Don't just drop off because your name was called. I mean, you guys could still chit chat and interact on there and talk about different places. I mean, there's a lot of places on here that I haven't even been to, haven't even thought about putting on my list. Sheila, sorry. Dale. Sheila, it is okay because we're going to have 3 other ones coming in March. So there's going to be plenty of time. And I might do something to where if you win, I can't include you in the next one just to give somebody else a chance. And these are going to keep rolling on. Once March rolls around, we're going to see where we are at the end of that, and then we'll figure out what our next giveaway is. I'd like to do these longer ones, 3, 4, 5 days. We just got to get to that point. Don. Oh, God. Tiffany. Melanie. All right, so far, Jessica, Charlie, Ernita, Hawaiian, Sheila, Dale, Kent, Dawn, Tiffany, Melanie. You guys are eliminated. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Sam, sorry. Thought you had this chance. Justin, I'm sorry. Thank you for being so active tonight, though. Kelly. Oh, Vanessa. You don't win again. The hair girl, you're out. So it seems like all my local Georgia folk are out. The ones in March, Richard, the ones in March will be like this. We won't have sit around and have a big discussion about anything. We'll just kind of do like we did with the Gatlinburg. I'll take the initial, or it's only going to be one list. We're not going to eliminate anybody. So every week I'll set it up, and we'll just get on one night and we'll draw the names. And the last one, we'll do it just like this. The last one standing is the winner. And like I said, there won't be any elimination. So when you're the last one standing, we'll get together and we'll plan your trip. Amanda, sorry. Damn it. Steven. I had a feeling you guys were going to get it this time. Drake. Guys, you have a 25% chance of winning. That's pretty good. Jessica, you're jinxing it. Aubrey. Vanessa, the list here, which one? The travel list or the list we're doing now? Beth Ann. Ashley and Haley. Haley, I really hope you're still on here. Because if you're not, Ashley, if you're still on here, you're going to get it. And Beth Ann, if those two aren't on there, you're going to get it for being on. So real quick, Haley and Ashley, are you both on? Before I spin it. Yeah, Ashley's there. Hi. I'm just gonna do this more often just for the entertainment. Your guys' comments, I love it. All right, here we go. Ashley, you won. Ashley, are you still on, or we're gonna have to give it to somebody else? I know you just said here. All right, so Ashley, when you get a chance, get on Facebook, send me a message. We'll work out the details. If you want to wait a day or so to figure out where you want to go, it's 2 nights. So try not to do anything crazy or you're going to have to travel a lot of hours. Again, we got some great ideas for places to travel: Jekyll Island, Hilton Head, Key West, Panama City, Disney a bunch of times, Gatlinburg a bunch of times, Helen, Georgia, Memphis, Lake Winnie. I mean, it's pretty famous. Everybody knows that. Bahia Honda down in South Florida, yurts in North Georgia mountains, Florida in general, the Bahamas, Fall Creek Falls, Tampa, England, Moab, Utah, and the Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Most of this stuff is Eastern United States. Get out there, try to get out west, try to see some of the stuff out west. A lot of beautiful places. Again, just like I posted last night, got home, busy weekend, went in the backyard and did a little hiking. It's just getting outside, enjoying yourselves. Don't stay locked up. Get with friends, get with family, get outdoors. If you guys have nothing else, Ashley, go ahead and send me a message and we'll get you set up. This was a lot of fun. I enjoy your guys' comments. I love it. These will be anytime on the video. So anytime it's played on YouTube, those comments will pop up for everybody to see. If you want to go back, everyone, and see what everybody else was talking about and referencing the different places to visit, you can still go back to the chat and see it on the video. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for getting on and interacting and having a lot of fun. Jessica, Tiffany, Vanessa, anybody else who's local or close to Rome, I'm going to do a scavenger hunt. I'll post it on Facebook, let you all know proximity of where it's going to be, and there'll be a gift card, and y'all have fun. And I appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for the comments and making me laugh.